Well, what's going on? I have survived the Super Bowl. Yay, Eagles. So many of you guys know, although I'm a Buccaneer fan first, I had adopted the Philadelphia Eagles, actually, technically 2003 when I first started taking trips with my girl on the road, San Francisco, Arizona. 2005, my first trip to Philly for an Eagles game for Monday Night Football. They were 0-5 when my girl and I went to the Eagles game, and we said the Lucky Charms were there. They went all the way to the NFC Championship only to get knocked out by the Saints. So, needless to say, with all of the friends that have worked in the organization, the amount of time and effort that they have always dedicated to me before my porn career. Um, so again, a lot of people think porn stars because of we're famous, we meet famous people. I used to personal train in LA. A lot of porn stars, directors, mainstream actors, and television stars. I grew up around musicians. My ex-husband used to play the Sunset Strip. So celebrity isn't all that majorly impressive to me. We're all human. We all just have different types of jobs. So I get approached all the time, like, can real guys date me and whatnot? Yeah, my ex-husband used to do telephone. Um, Long before and in between me dating athletes. I just tend to, date a lot of athletes because celebrity and even though we're more famous, we're not paid according to our celebrity. But as a porn star, um, the amounts of emails on a daily basis that everybody wants to date you or they want to know you or whatnot, um, and that's kind of where I'm going to go with this YouTube video today, is the fact that just because you watch me on videos for free doesn't mean that I'm getting paid, unfortunately. So please buy your porn, because if you're purchasing my websites, that helps me um, keep filming new product. Otherwise, you're going to still watch all the old stuff I shot in 2005, 6, and 7, and 8, um, in 2009 even, that you know that's what sustains a business. Unless you like watching old videos, then go for it. I can't tell you um, that I don't get paid for your X videos or your U porns or none of that stuff. I am not getting paid off of you telling me you're my number one fan and you watch me on Hamster. If anything, some of the people that have came back and said, "Oh my God, I watched one of your videos. You're so awesome." Well, great, but my bank account isn't showing that. Traveling and touring and all that costs money, and it's got to be paid for somehow. And I still have a house to pay for. I still have rent. I still have food, out of the normal expenses. So imagine yourself sitting at home and you have all your bills. Now double that, because on top of my house bills, then I still have hotels, and I do have to pay camera people, and airline, train, rental cars, all cost money. So for me to go somewhere to shoot with somebody, like even with AVN, that's expensive to be gone for a week, and I'm not here to personally train anybody for a week. I'm not making any money. So again, it's really important that you actually do support me and you do pay for the websites, and you do, don't email me 5,000 emails or DM me through the Instagram and thinking that, hey, Summer's so hella cool, man. She's so real. I am real, and I keep it real, and that's the one thing that I want my fans to understand, is that I quit working in the gym full time to come back to porn full time. So although I still do personal training, it's not my main income now. So I'm in the process of shifting that. I need you guys, if you guys want to see me shoot new stuff, I need you to support me too. And don't tell me you're my number one fan, but then if I look for your emails in my membership sites, you're not there. Southern Charms. Let me explain this. Is that because everybody goes, oh my God, so many different names. I originally had Sinful Summer because I can't shoot anything under Stunning Summer for an amateur site like Southern Charms. So originally I had Sinful Summer. I was on tour one time for, I think, literally probably like 5 or 6 weeks with my girl Sonia Blaze, when both of our accounts got deleted because we just hadn't been loading fast enough. So when I came back, I couldn't use Sin for Summer, so I just did Naughty Natalie. I don't even know why. I can't even tell you why. I just wanted to hurry up and get the amateur site back up. Um, so needless to say, if you come across Stunning Summer and Naughty Natalie, yes, it's still me. It's just an amateur site. Now the other situation is that um, a lot of people know, or may not be fully aware, is that Raquel Rider is my alter ego's alter ego. I first started in the adult entertainment business as a young girl working in a bar um, as a waitress years ago. After raising my family, getting divorced, which is funny because my ex-husband said I was going to go back to stripping. Yeah, I sort of went back to stripping and then went a few more steps. That's just how I do my thing. But I was originally approached in the gym to do muscle fetish stuff and custom videos. So back in the day when there was still VHS, even I was getting paid $1,500 to do a muscle video. That was a no-brainer. I could stand on the gym floor for 70 hours for $1,000 a week, or I could do a video for an hour. Um, that's kind of the beginning of my porn career that turned from one thing to the other. So hence, 15, 16, 17 years later, coming back out of retirement. But when I was retired, I was still doing muscle fetish stuff, but I didn't want people to be so confused on thinking that if they booked me, that they were going to get porn star experience and whatnot. Since I had retired from that, um, partially, not even partially, but some of it being at that time the stalkers bothering me and my family, and more my family than me. Um, I've said it a million times. I signed the 2257. You want to come at me, I can deal with you. But my family didn't sign the 2257s. Leave them the fuck alone. Um, and I still stand that at that point. You know how to reach out to me. My family know what I do. They don't give a shit. You act like a child, you're gonna get treated like a child. My family will whoop your ass. Um, you know, I come from a long line of strong-headed people. They don't judge. They don't care. It's how I pay my bills. Um, and it doesn't affect them, and it doesn't affect their jobs. It doesn't affect their families. They go on and do what they need to do, and I do the same. But between all of that, between my ex and his insecurities, and although I met him through porn and people who shot porn, and he had actually technically he shot porn before I did, he became insecure. I tried to do my part of being in a relationship to accommodate somebody else's insecurities, and which is why I retired. So without giving up that porn star experience and without confusing people, that's the reason why I came up with Raquel Rider. Um, a friend of mine who is involved in mixed martial arts and I were having the conversation on the phone when we actually, as we rolled around the name, one of the first original Raquel names I wanted, because again, I like things that roll off your tongue. So Stunning Summer um, rolls off with the two S, so I knew what I wanted to do with Raquel. I like the name Raquel because again, I can either rock your world, on the mat, in a ring, So needless to say, Raquel Rider wrestles. Weebly is how you can book me for mixed wrestling or arm wrestling or whatnot. Um, but uh, needless to say, I wanted to make sure that I kept them separate from Stunning Summer. So in 2018, I do plan on doing a lot more muscle fetish videos and put up a Raquel Rider website. So if you see that, you're also going to know that it's still me. It's the same as Beyonce has Sasha Fierce. You just know which personality you're going to get. Raquel Rider is probably the closest to my real personality. I'm a tomboy with makeup on, really, so to speak. I love being outside and the outdoors. I love all sports. Um, Hence the reason why, my kids grew up doing sports. My grandkids now are doing sports. It's just part of me. It's part of my fabric. And I feel closer to Raquel than I do Summer most of the time. But again, Summer lets me get in touch with my feminine side. And although I'm not a sub, you will see this week one of the first scenes that I have ever shot as being a sub. I'm more into erotic BDSM, so it's not really, even really BDSM, it's more as it's erotica. So I hope to shoot a lot more of that this year as well. Um, so that's what's on the horizon. Now, what happened in AVN is that I shot most of what I wanted. I missed about 3 or 4 scenes. So I know, every year is always an experience. So I feel like King Jeff from King's Adult Entertainment. We talked about this after last year's AVN about, you always go, well, what could we have done better? What could we have, whatever. So the one thing that I do know is that trying to film and trying to put everybody's schedules together, whether it's location, whether it's camera, whether it's the other uh, talent. Once AVN hits, everybody, all you need to do is lose one component and you can't shoot. So it was either I had talent, no camera, I had camera and talent wasn't able to shoot because of their other schedule, or the location was changing or whatnot. So I wound up actually getting some solo stuff done that my friend Ike Sanders shot for me, that is in the process of being edited right now too, so that will go up on all my websites this week. Um, so that was a pleasant surprise. And then the other things are everybody else's schedules got crazy too, so I still never got my all-girl gangbang that I want to shoot. So I guess that will probably happen in Vegas. um, an issue that came across when I got back from AVN is that originally I was going to take on a guy that was from Atlanta, to help me with my social media presence and the guy's photography and whatnot. And even the best of us can get bamboozled. So, yes, I did. Um, this guy was a good talker, but all he did was spam from my Twitter account. I gave him a passcode to be able to use my Twitter to, under the premise that he was going to help me build my social media presence. No, he did not. The only thing he did was spam people from my account. So, I'm not stupid. My mama and daddy didn't raise no fool. So, within the first day of seeing that he was actually just spamming girls and not doing shit, I blocked him out of my account. I went to Twitter to let everybody know, that it wasn't me spamming them. So, again, if you are on my Twitter account, and ladies, um, if you guys got those DMs, you're more than welcome to hit me up, and I will tell you who he is. I learned a long time ago, like I said, when I came out of retirement, some of the things that I won't do. So I won't put out on Twitter real business stuff. I did put out the release to say that I am out in full control of my Twitter account again, that nobody else can have access to. But I'm not throwing names out. I'm not giving anybody publicity, bad or good, in that regard. Twitter is basically my interaction with my fans and giving you guys where my products are and what I'm up to and whatnot. So, you see, if I told you, or if I released half of the DMs that I get, um, everybody's shady. So it's really hard for me, and I guess I think that's part of the reason why I got a huge headache yesterday too, is not only just the editing, but there's just days that you get up and you're in a funky mood, and people start fucking with you from the get-go. um the amounts of emails I get, I got a nerve bugging me. The amounts of emails that I get, either y'all want to be my boyfriend, y'all want to be my husband, y'all want to be my new talent, um or y'all want to conversate for free. um I have Chatstar. I have Night Flirt. I have verified call. You can call me. You can text me. You can pay me. Come on now. Um, that cell phone bill doesn't pay itself. And if you all want to see me shoot more and travel more, and you know, everybody loves those pictures that are up on my Instagram, all those photo shoots still cost, you know, a girl still has to eat, man. I'm telling you. I buy expensive makeup. MAC isn't cheap. I don't do Maybelline. Um, that's the kind of stuff that you know, I think as a single person in this industry, half of the hard part is you know, we're like everybody else, you know. People ask me all the time, like, "Oh, Summers, what's your fantasy?" I have, I'm gonna take a page out of an ex-boyfriend's book. I have done everything. I have gangbanged. I have double vag. I've been DP'd. I've done threesomes and foursomes and fivesomes and orgies. I'm sexually fantasied out. Like there's just certain stuff I have not done on film that I want to get done this year. There's people I want to, you know, again integrate with, and some of the new talent that I'm gonna shoot with. Um, all that stuff. That's you know, that's what I want to do work wise. But when everybody asks me, like, you know, Summer, what's your fantasy? I want to be wined and dined. I like romance. Like, I'm still a sucker for romance. So many guys come to me with so much bullshit and trying to get in my panties. You know what? Don't send me dick pics anymore. I'm like so over it that, you know, y'all, oh, I got a 13-inch dick. I got a 14-inch dick. Really? Really? You got a 14-inch dick in your drink. Um, and on top of it, I'm gonna tell you that even for me being a size queen, I don't want to fuck a man with a 14-inch pecker, cause my fucking pussy isn't 14 inches. Um, it might be deep, but it's not that deep. um, and I charge by the inch. Anything after 9 inches, I'm charging you extra. Um, those are the things that, you know, it gets tiresome after a while of opening up those emails. You're not the first one to send me that shit. Unfortunately, you won't be the last one sending me that shit. The DMs that I like to read, and I don't really respond to a lot of them, are from the guys who are sincere. The guys, you know, again, when I announced that my father was ill, the amount of emails and the amount of DMs and text messages from guys that I have met in my life, because you will only have my phone number if I have met you. That was another lesson I learned coming out of retirement. Um, those are the sincere guys that if you're really a true fan, and you know what's going on, and you're reading, and you're watching my social media, and I don't put a lot of personal stuff up because of my family more than anything deserve the respect of privacy. So when I do put personal stuff up and you respond to that, of course I'm going to say thank you, and I'm going to be highly appreciative because I do love my fans. And you know, another reason why I came out of retirement was because, you know, I dig you guys. Um, and I want to bring you better product this time around. I want to bring you better men for me to shoot with. But that's the thing, is that I'm still human, and my fantasy is more on the sensuality side. I'm a texture person. I love touch. I love smell. The smell of a fucking clean, hygiene man. Strong muscles. You know, when y'all wonder why I date younger guys, and I won't put it out because, again, if I saw a fit 50-year-old, you know, that was rocking, you know, don't necessarily have to have a six pack, but I like big biceps. I like a man with a booty. So, um, if it's an older man that takes care of himself, I'm all on that. But I look for men in my personal life that has something in common with me. You know, my daddy raised me to hunt and fish. I told you I'm a tomboy. My daddy's an Iowa farm boy. Um, I I was raised to play baseball. I played college softball, you know, when I was like 4 months pregnant. I rode horses all my life. I have horses. You know, I want a guy that knows how to make me feel like a woman. I'm number one. You know, I don't believe in monogamy. So here goes the other thing. This is the reason why guys come to porn stars is because they know that we're open to a lot of different stuff. But again, I'm in a relationship wise, I want to still be number one. I don't believe in monogamy. It's hard for me to say that I shoot porn and I am a sex worker and my partner would not be able to do anything on the extra without me having a fit. That's kind of fucked up. But I also don't want to have what my ex did, which is, go out and sling his dick for free and come back. And, I mean, it all has to make sense to me. So that's the reason why most of us in the industry now are single, is because guys just think about all the extra pussy that they could get by fucking with a porn star. That, hey, we all come with all of our friends in our pockets. I don't carry all my porn star friends in my pockets, and most of my girls fuck for money. So, if you want to date a porn star and you think you're going to get all the extra pussy from other porn stars, it doesn't work that way. My friends want to be paid. They ain't like Summer, oh yeah, I'll fuck your man for you or with you or whatever. It doesn't work that way. But what I'm saying is that I think that, if I'm dating a guy and you're at the bar with your boys and some chick wants to suck your dick, I won't trip. But just don't take the bitch to dinner. Don't have a relationship with your ex-girlfriend where you fuck on the emotional level. I'm not That's the part that, cheating with your dick is one thing, cheating with your heart is another. And I know it sounds a little weird for um, conventional people. And that's why I'm single, because it's really hard to find that guy that says, okay, I can sling my dick on a girl one day and never call her, don't give her my phone number or whatever, and come back and chill with Summer on a full time. And, Summer had to go on a tour for 10 days, and because that is the hardest part that I highly appreciated and understood, which was part of the reason why I had retired for a certain person, was the fact that I get what it's like to watch me pack my bag, pack my suitcase, buy a shitload of fucking condoms, and go out the door for 10 days and then come back. Um, that's not for everybody. It takes a very strong, um, very secure guy to be able to deal with that shit. And I recognize that. And that is not your average guy. That is, I can tell you, um, every guy that ever come my way always says that they could cope with that. And then in the middle of the game, they all change their mind because it is different. So, you know, do my girls in the industry a favor, do me a favor, stop trying to hit up on our DMs and say I want to be a porn star's boyfriend and whatnot, because you guys haven't thought about, how much dick we all get. And again, I think like a guy. And I said it before Steve Harvey wrote the book. I used to tell my girlfriends all the time, act like a lady but think like a man. I completely understand how most men think, which is, again, you guys just don't think it all the way through. You guys think about, like, oh my god, I got this chick that she's a freak. She can take dick in her ass. She can suck a dick like crazy. That's the chick I want to fuck. That's the chick I want to be with. I'm down for that. And then you think about how much dick we get. And you think about the guys that we are fucking on the real. And then you start fucking freaking out. That's my life. That happens all the time. So it's really hard for most of my girls. I'm not going to say they hate men, but they just don't trust men. And I'm getting to the point myself that I'm like, I don't want to fall over the edge. I don't want to lose hope that there's not a guy out there that is for real and that can go like, oh damn, because I can fuck like I'll get out, but nobody gets my heart. That's for real. But the guy that I want to spend my time with in my spare time, and people that I want to go out to dinner with, and I want to go ride horses with, and I want to shoot guns with, and all that stuff, that's a guy that can actually watch me go out that fucking door with my suitcase in hand, knowing when I come back how much dick I have probably fucked before I got back to him. And I mean, even when I first got into this business, That was a freak I was with. That was a freak that would like couldn't wait to ask me what my clients were like how he did he eat your pussy, did he blah, 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 because that shit used to get him off. I don't necessarily need to have that freak either, but it's okay. I'm cool with that. Everybody has their own kink. I just know that for most of you guys that all DM us, you haven't thought it out. And it sounds good. You want to be my boyfriend and whatnot. Stop DMing me. I'm not finding my boyfriend in the DMs. I'm not finding, you know, it's a rarity that when I find somebody who's real, and can keep it real with me, that's what I look for. So I appreciate all of you guys who come at me on a daily basis because it's a fantasy, but I get paid for fantasy. Um, and that's for real. My friends, my family all know I keep it 100. So I'm trying to be as nice as I can to my fans without saying like, oh, that's my face. Just another email. So yesterday, the amounts of emails of dick pics, um, Google studying summer. I've had the biggest dicks, I've had some small dicks, I've had fat dicks. I just delete them. I block you immediately. If I get the little box on Instagram that says sensitive picture, I just delete. I'm not opening up your dick pic. I'm blocking you right from the get go. I like smart, intelligent, mature men. I don't care whether you're 40 or 80. Um, sex and great chemistry comes from the mind, not from your dick. Um, I'm highly entertained by some shit, and I might even respond from time to time, but I'm not going to do 500 emails or 500 DMs, because I'm also a little ADHD and my attention span can wither quick. Um, and that is most of the reason why a lot of girls don't respond to your DMs, by the way, is that if I just send you a heart back, I'm going to tell you that I acknowledge that I read your text or your DM, but I don't want to get into 5,000 emails or DMs in one day, because again, I get paid to do that. So bear that in mind when you hit up everybody, um, whether they're an Instagram model, whether they're a porn star, whether they're a fitness model or whatnot. Um, Pay them, send them a gift card. Send them the, hey, you know what, I appreciate what you load for free on Instagram. I donated to a charity, because trust me when I say that if you don't want to pay me, you can always donate money to charity in my name. Um, Many people don't know my mother died from ovarian breast cancer, and this being February for breast cancer awareness, um, you know, in my name, please go ahead and donate, $20-$25 to breast cancer research. Um, we're still burying women every day with breast cancer or ovarian cancer. Um, Ovarian is a very deadly disease that even the mortality rate on ovarian cancer and cervical cancers in women, um, is outstandingly, astronomical. So, if you don't want to pay me, at least, like I said, donate to charity. Go to the homeless shelter and donate, clothes, donate shoes. People don't know that people in Puerto Rico still are rebuilding. Donate money, to Puerto Rico. And you don't even necessarily need to do it in my name. Just, if I can make you think twice about giving to a cause, because again, we're all humans first. God didn't create borders, man did. Um, you know, donate to animal causes. Donate to, your neighbor doesn't have any food on their table. Go bring a sandwich to an elderly person who can't leave their home. Um, you know, in the wake of a spinal injury that everybody saw on national television with Ryan Shazier. Donate to spinal cord injury research. Um, the Christopher Reeve Foundation. They have done amazing work to get people back up and walking again, and we have a huge amount of devices now for paraplegics to make them more mobile. Those are the things. We should be human first, um, and do that instead of wasting so much time. You see my dick? Yes, I see your dick. So wrap a bow around it. I don't know what to say, but those are things that I ask you guys. I know long-winded me, 30 minutes running, but those are the things I would kind of wanted to get off my chest, and it was better to just put it on YouTube, so that if it helps some of my other porn stars out there too, with all you guys and your crazy DMs, and you all want the porn star girlfriend, think it through before you send that click that send button, because a lot of you, and the majority of you, and it's no disrespect, can't handle a porn star girlfriend or a stripper girlfriend, because the amount of fans that we have worldwide, not just in America. I have fans in Europe. I have fans in Brazil. I have fans in Russia. Um, my emails come from around the world. I don't read Farsi or Arabic, but I get many messages and DMs and emails, from the Emirates and whatnot. Um, and I'm highly appreciative, and I try to do the best I can to be responsive to you guys and let you guys know that I appreciate and love every one of you guys who support the effort, on my return back to porn and bringing you guys new product. So in return, you know, show me some love. Donate to a cause. Donate to Stunning Summer. Um, all my sites have where you can tip me. If you're seeing something on my OnlyFans and you like it, it's okay to give me a tip. All that goes into, I keep my business and my personal money separate. So my business money stays with my business. It helps me shoot. It helps me tour. It helps me pay for ads to tour. Um, you know, uh, Sex workers can tell you it's not cheap. Nothing's for free. Ads cost money. Tours cost money. People always say, like, when are you going to come to this city? You can pay for me to come to that city too, because again, if you're living in a small rural community, I'm not going to tour that city. It's tough enough to tour cities like Chicago and New York and LA and Seattle, without making it cost effective. It's still a business, and I need to make money at it. So, not even just for myself, I'm going to say for all the rest of my sex working friends out there, sex work is real work and it's hard. And, please support SWAP, Sex Workers Alliance Groups, Porn Star Networks, um, the APOG, you know. Shout out to all the people in LA, Hall of Famers, who are really trying to put a porn star union together and make it work for us. Those are the people that, if you don't want to pay for a website, support the causes, donate to them, as well. That's it. My chest feels lighter. It's still big, but it's lighter. So, again, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank all of my fans and, supporters for all the effort. And I can tell you that there are 11 more months left in this year, and the amount of work I still need to get done to bring everything that's in my head onto your screen. Namaste. Be good humans. And, again, stunningsummersdirtydeeds.com. Clips for sale, stored 24032. Mini vids. I want clips. And again, thank you. Ciao.